think it might be time. I think it might be time to take some amphetamines right now. I think it might be time to take some amphetamines. Okay. Yep. Nothing like Adderall, milk, and cookies. And we got some, what is this? Vietnamese cold brew coffee. Interesting. Smells, it stinks. Stinks like a Vietnamese person. And it basically tastes like one, too. Alright. It's time to get going here. Jouis dans ce monde. Now, I don't really know French. I just finished my looks maxing routine for the day. Changement de terrain. Now, I believe learning French is part of the looks maxing routine. And it might be the most important part because you have to have substance. You have to have substance. You have to have a depth of character. You have to have basically a great depth of character. You have to have substance. You have to have... you just have to have a lot. It's never enough. And I was thinking, people say to me, why are you Zippy? Why do you looks max? It's for girls, right? No, of course it's not for a woman. Are you insane? You think I'm doing this for chicks? You really think I'm doing this for a woman? You're out of your fucking mind if you think I'm looks maxing for a woman. It's not why we do this. That's not at all why I looks max. I looks max to maximize myself. That's why we do it. We don't do it for for a woman. We do it to maximize our life outcome. Because basically a man has basically a few metrics to measure himself, and their looks, money, and status. That's the male triad of traits. It's looks, money, and status. And the thing that you have the most amount of immediate control over, like in terms of stuff that you can do right now, is improve the way that you look. So that's what I believe in. I believe in trying to improve that metric in like some way, just to improve like the basic quality of my life. And I think results may vary. I think there probably are like very marginal returns for some people, and then for others, the returns are pretty great. So there's a limit to what you can achieve with that method. Well, we have a really nice little area here now. We have a nice area here now. It's nice and groomed. It's a well-groomed area. We have a horse. Wow, that's beautiful. Oh man, I'm vomiting, I'm burping. It's not good. But it's a beautiful area. It's a very beautiful area. Alright. And we're going to beautify this area even more in various ways. We're going to spend a lot of time beautifying, creating beauty, making it beautiful. That's what we like. We like it, and we like it beautiful, and we like it powerful, and we like it strong, and we like it sexy and cool. That's what I like. That's basically my whole... I was listening to, what was it called? Jews, God, and... what was it again? It was Jews, God, and History by Max Demont. And I'm getting pretty far through this, and we're at the Roman era right now. And he says that the Greeks thought the beautiful was holy, but the Jews thought the holy was beautiful. And I was just thinking about that today, and I was like, wow, that's so interesting. That's such an interesting idea. And it really gets at kind of the heart of the pagan mindset versus the Jewish mindset, the Gentile mindset versus the Jewish mindset, which is to say, the Gentile is concerned with physical beauty. And I was like, damn, this is kind of, I'm really feeling very sympathetic to Max Demont. You know, I'm not Jewish, but I'm thinking to myself, wow, this is really insightful. This is impactful. This is impacting me. I'm getting impacted right now. I'm feeling kind of impacted by this. This is like a powerful, strong, I'm feeling moved by this, by these ideas, by these thoughts and ideas that Max Demont is expressing. But anyways, so it's good stuff. It's powerful stuff. It's good stuff, and we like it. It's enjoyable. That's gonna annoy the shit out of me. Just hearing that noise constantly. It's really gonna piss me off. So we're gonna do that there. All right, that's good. And that's kind of what I like, is I like to groom. I think the reason that I started reading this book, that I started listening to this audiobook, Jews, God, and History, was because I just finished reading The Technological Republic by Alexander Karp, who is the CEO of Palantir. He's the CEO of Palantir, and he's a super genius. I think his mom is black and his father is Jewish, and he's like probably one of the most brilliant, one of the most intelligent people probably in the whole world. I mean, I think if you become a billionaire, it's pretty much a guarantee that you are a genius on some level. You are a super intelligent person, or you've been chosen by God in some sort of way. Like you have a powerful soul, you have powerful charisma, you have a powerful spirit. Like I actually don't think that Steve Jobs was a genius. I think that Steve Jobs was he was really socially intelligent. And I was reading his biography by Walter Isaacson, and I was like so disgusted by Steve Jobs, because he would stick his feet in a toilet and clean his feet in a toilet, which is so disgusting. It really is a sick, disgusting thing. But Alexander Karp, I started reading Jews, God, and History because Alexander Karp, he defines the West as being basically liberalism and democracy. And I was thinking to myself, that is basically what the West is now. But there's this conflation with, like legacy Western civilization, white people. And that's, I think, that conflation is wrong, and it's very confusing to a lot of people. A lot of people are really, really confused by, what we mean when we talk about Western civilization, Western civ. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. And so I was thinking to myself, I need to write about this, and I need to learn about this. And that's why I chose, basically the theory that I'm developing is that basically there are two founding groups of the West. It's black people, Eidos, African descendants of slaves, and Jewish people. Those are the two founding groups of Western civilization. And people think, white people founded Western civilization, but they don't understand like what exactly we mean when we're talking about Western civilization. They're getting confused. They're thinking about this the wrong way. They're thinking they don't possess the wisdom to understand what exactly is going on. They want like a very simple explanation, which is that they're good and everybody else is bad, or something like that. But it's a much more complicated thing. It's more complicated than that. You have to understand really what I'm trying to develop, what I'm trying to understand is the real narrative of Western civilization, because people are confused about what Western civilization is. There's like a lot of confusion, and I want to just kind of clear the air. Like, this is what Western civilization is. It is black people and Jewish people, and then we don't have to, and then the framing of that is that I'm the outsider, because I'm not black or Jewish. So now I'm the outsider of Western civilization, and I'm actually looking into Western civilization and being colonized by Western civilization. I'm being colonized. So I'm being colonized, because there's this conflation with Western civilization and imperialism and colonialism, but that's false. That's actually not Western civilization. Western civilization is democracy and human rights and whatever. And basically, all of that other stuff is not Western civilization. It actually doesn't have to do with Western civilization. That's like a misapprehension of what's going on. But anyways, we like the sugar cane. I gotta get yep. Oh, that's awesome. That's sick. We have we got a puce de, what is this? Puce de bulle. Puce de bulle. Whatever, dude. But anyways, I need to think about it more. I need to write about it. I need to write about it, and I need to develop the ideas and develop some sort of idea about it, because there's a lot of people are feeling very confused. People don't really understand what's going on. People are taking ownership of things that they probably shouldn't be taking ownership of. They're taking ownership of ideas and a history that is not theirs, and that's confusing them, and they're feeling very confused by this, and they don't know what they're doing, and they're kind of misdirecting their energy. I recently completed the chapter in Jews, God, and History on the Yeshiva and the founding of the Yeshiva, and basically the Yeshiva is about producing intellectual geniuses, Jewish intellectual geniuses. That's basically what the Yeshiva is. It's like an academy system in the Jewish tradition, and it's really a brilliant idea. It's an incredibly it's a really amazing idea. It's an incredible idea. It's super intelligent. This idea of cultivating the intelligence of your people, cultivating intellectual superstars who will then carry on your intellectual tradition. I think this is probably the most important, one of the most important and insightful things about Judaism is the yeshiva system. It's very well developed. It's something that I think people can really learn from. Is the cultivation of the intellect. They're cultivating the intellect in the Jewish tradition. It's a brilliant system, and it's formalized and it's religious. So it's very ritual. It's a very spiritual thing. So it's a whole integrated system where it's like basically an integrated system of race, culture, religion, metaphysics, God. It's all there, and it's a really brilliant system. But unfortunately, many people are blinded by this, and they're incapable of understanding the power of this system and the usefulness of this system if it can be reformulated for maybe a different group of people. I don't know. But instead we're not allowed to do that, and we have to have some sort of popular movement which will and eventually collapse and die. Apparently that's the winning strategy, so to basically bang our heads against the wall for 1,000,000 years, for 100 years, for 100 more years. That is that's my critique of these people who are like, oh man, we need to have like a political party. We need to have a political movement. It's like, dude, we've tried that. I don't know. Have you been paying attention? We tried that. We tried having a political movement. We tried having a political party. That didn't work. I guess you just haven't been paying attention. People have a really short memory span. People really don't remember a whole lot. They have a short memory span. They don't know what's going on, which is precisely why we need a yeshiva system. It's precisely why we need a system that that allows us to recall our memory and cultivate narratives and stories about our history. And that's basically what the yeshiva system is, and that's why it's so brilliant, because it really is an effective system that allows the Jewish people to cultivate a history, to cultivate an understanding of the world. And so it gives them a coherent narrative, a coherent story about themselves, and that is what allows them. And it's an adaptive system. It can change, it can evolve. So it's both traditional and progressive. So it's a very powerful system. It's a very useful system. But that's what you need. I think that's really what you need is you need a yeshiva system. You need yeshivas. The yeshiva system, I'm fully behind it. I'm fully convinced. I'm fully convinced because when I listen to rabbis, when I listen to the to shirim by rabbis, I listen to Rabbi Manis Friedman, Rabbi Yosef Mizrahi, Y.Y. Jacobson. I listen to a lot of different rabbis, Yaakov Smith. I've listened to many rabbis over the years, and the really remarkable thing about rabbis is that they're always incredibly intelligent. You know, you can't you can say all sorts of things about them. Oh, they're ugly, they're weird, they're so, what are they talking about? It doesn't make any sense. You can say whatever you want about them, but you can't say that they're dumb. You can't say that they're dumb. You know, people say, oh, these people are so evil, oh my god. But you can't say that they're dumb. They're not dumb people. They're highly effective, intelligent. They have a lot of agency. They have a powerful will that they project out into the world. And whether or not their God or whatever is true or false or real or fake is totally irrelevant. Like that does not matter. To me, it's about praxis. Okay, are we going to push this horse? I don't want to push this horse down there, this friendly horse, but I don't like the color of this horse. He's brown. I wish I had a donkey. We got to get the horse out of here. We got to get the horse out of here. And we got to build a little pathway over here. Really, right now, I should be focusing on finishing up this house that I have right here. It's a pretty big house. It's a decent floor plan. Now, I don't know if I want to add another floor here. And I'm probably going to have to tear up this crap. But anyways, it doesn't matter. Alright. I think I gotta... Yeah, it's looking okay. But there's some stuff that we gotta do. Okay, I think... Do I need to make a hoe? I think I might have to make a hoe. Are we making hoes? I think we're gonna go mine. I think we need some more resources. What I'm really hoping is that oh, we got some coal down here. That's right. I need to become obsessed with this coal and mine all of it. We gotta mine all of the coal here. But yeah, that's kind of the idea. One of the ideas that I've been thinking about is the yeshiva and the academy, Plato's Academy. And one of the things that Max Demont talks about is he says that, you know, the yeshiva is an extension of Greek civilization to a certain extent, in the sense that it is taking the idea of the academy, of a learning center that is not entirely ritual, because the rabbi is a teacher. A rabbi is not a priest. So a rabbi, it's a culture of erudition. It's a culture of scholasticism, reading, writing, and I think that that's a good idea, a good strategy. It's a beautiful thing. It's a very powerful thing. It's a very powerful system. The Jewish system it's a very powerful system. But anyways, Alexander Karp, he's a great leader. One of the really interesting things about Alexander Karp is he says when new people join Palantir, he gives them a book about improv. So he doesn't give them a book about software development or something like this. He gives them a book. He gives them a book about improv, about improvisational comedy. And why does he do that? That doesn't make any sense. Why is Alexander Karp, the CEO of Palantir, giving people, new employees a book about improvisational comedy or whatever, improvisational theater? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? But it's because an effective organization, a really effective organization, possesses the members of the organization are adaptive. They can adapt to new situations. So they need to be able to, in other words, they need to be able to improvise. So new members of an organization need to be able to improvise. They need to be able to improvise and do different things, play different roles. He also describes his organization as being organized like an orchestra. So instead of some sort of decentralized whatever, all of the members of the organization are accountable to him, and each one of them is like a specialized musician or artist. And I thought that was an interesting idea, that that's how you would organize the organization. That's how you would organize it all. That's how you would put it all together. Is you put it together like an orchestra, so that instead of being bogged down by meetings and sub meetings and all of this kind of stuff, instead everybody is accountable directly to the CEO, and is like a highly specialized person who has like a very specific role, and is not just doing random stuff and kind of trying to avoid responsibility and whatever. Instead, they're all highly specialized. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we gotta get some more trees. We gotta cut these trees down. What I really want is I want more of these trees. I want the birch trees. We gotta get this guy out of here. We gotta get the pig out of here. Alright. There we go. We need some more birch saplings. We need some more birch saplings ASAP. And we're going to cut this guy down right here, and we're going to replace it with a birch sapling. It's the great replacement. We're replacing all of the oaks with birches. Slowly. Okay, has one of the saplings appeared? No. This is driving me crazy. I want to see this. I want to get some birch saplings, whatever. It doesn't matter. We can't sit around all day. We can't do that all day. Alright, and there we go. So that's pretty good. It's like a Swedish or whatever. Sweden colors. Or Serbia or whatever. I think Serbia has, or no, it's Kosovo, right? It's Kosovo. They have those two, yellow and blue. That's the Kosovoan Bosnian connection. The Kosovoan Bosnian connection. Alright, we need more saplings. This is really driving me insane. This is making me go crazy. This is making me feel like an insane person. This is making me go crazy and feel insane. It's really making me anxious and nervous. I'm experiencing anxiety and nervousness. I need another sapling. I need another sapling so that I can place it. Alright, I think we might just have to place this oak sapling. We might have to just put another oak sapling right here. That's so disappointing. That's so disappointing that we can't. It's probably what social administrators experience. They're like, oh man, I'm so disappointed I can't replace this white person with a brown person right now. But it looks like we can, actually. It looks like we can. But I'm kind of doing the opposite because the birches are white. They're a white tree. It's like the white tree of Gondor. Okay. Puce de champ. Alright. And we're going to put this over here somewhere. I guess right there. That's fine. And we're going to put that one right here. This chicken is really, it's communicating its ideas and thoughts and feelings to me right now. Okay. And then we got to put that there, and we got to put this here, and then we got to put this over here. And then we're going to put that there. I'm going to put this here. And it's slowly coming together, but it's not coming together fast enough. But we're going to walk around at night, and the reason we're going to walk around at night is I need to put torches down so that this area is well illuminated so that I can walk around at night, not get killed by some sort of demon zombie. And this is basically how I play Minecraft. This is how I play Minecraft. So you're kind of learning about me. I'm kind of like, I think what this says about me, I think the insight that you can kind of gather from the way that I'm playing this game right now is that I'm a control freak, and that I need to have like a highly controlled environment. I don't think that's autism. I don't think that's autistic. I think that is, it's like more OCD. It's not an autistic person, because I think an autistic person is passive. They're passively moved and affected by their environment because of their nervous system. They're passively affected by the environment, whereas I'm actively grooming and changing the environment. I'm looks-maxing the Minecraft world right now. We got to looks-max the Minecraft world. It has to be looks-maxed. We got to looks-max it. We got to looks-max the Minecraft world. So that's basically what we got to do. Okay, whoa. These are really growing tall, so we got to cut these down and replant them, I guess. We're going to replant them over here. And then 2 more right there. Perfect. Whoa, what was that sound? Oh my god. You got one of these guys? I mean, you know these people. You've seen them around. You've seen these types of people around. Dude, you've seen these types of people around. We can't look at them. It's just like real life. You can't look at them. You can't look at them in the eye, or else they go crazy. Hey! Hey, man! You don't want to look at them in the eye, trust me. You don't want to make that mistake. Okay, there's some sort of creepy spider crawling around. We got to get out of here. We got to get out of here. But this is why we put torches everywhere, so that the spiders can't spawn in. Alright, we got to get out of here quick. We got to get out of here quick. Okay. Alright, there we go. And then we're going to put some more torches down. I wonder... Yeah, that's fine. We're going to put another one over here. Okay. So that's basically... This guy's creeping around. Spooky. That's spooky kind of a guy. Alright, so... Here, wait, let's go over here now. Alright, so what does it look like? Yeah, it's looking okay. It's looking alright. It's kind of a decent view. I mean, this is an ugly area over here. Just an ugly, desolate wasteland over there. Really not looking too good. But over here, it's beautiful. It's like the Garden of Eden. This is like a beautiful Garden of Eden style area. And, whoa, okay, we don't want to look at that thing. It's going to be knocking on our door. This is a beautiful Garden of Eden, and then this is a hellish nightmare. I almost said a hellish paradise, but a hellish paradise is like... I think paradise can be hell. If you let it, if you make it, I think anything can be turned into hell. I think basically anything can be turned into a hellish nightmare if you have a bad attitude. But anyways, we gotta get this stuff going over here. We gotta get this stuff going over here. So we're thinking about yeshivas. We're thinking about, whoa. We have some chickens. I I think these chickens need to look smacks. I think these chickens need a shower. Whoa. It's blue. Can I feed them? Should I feed them? Yo, 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 yo. Yo. I think we need to lead these back to my home. I think we need to lead these blue chickens back to my home. Yo, this is amazing. And they just follow you. And they're just following. We're gonna breed these things. I wonder if you can breed them with the other chickens. I wonder if you can breed them with the other chickens. I really hope so. Oh, fuck. Dude, you guys gotta get out of the water. Please get out of the water. So annoying. Okay, we gotta take them this way. Because they're getting confused. They're getting lost. They don't know what's happening. Alright. Yep, this is good. This is profitable. We're enjoying this. We gotta get them going. No, 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 no. You have to pay attention. What, do you have ADHD? What, are you stupid? The chickens are kind of like me. They're dumb. They're kind of like dumb chickens. Whoa. Whoa! The chicks. Little chickens. I don't really know what's going on there, but what do we do here? Do we cut this tree down? I think we might have to stay up and cut the tree down. I think we might have to stay up late and cut this tree down. I think that might be what we're doing. Alright, here we go. We're cutting the tree down. We're cutting the tree down. There it is. That's what we like. We like to cut the trees down, and then it's going to drop a sapling. It's going to drop a little sapling, and then I'm going to plant that somewhere. I guess we'll see. Alright. Because we really got to get some more wood. We got to get more wood here so that we can make a roof. Escalier en bulle. En bulle. Escalier en bulle. Alright, we'll see if we can get this this thing started. We're gonna see if we can get it started. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Yep. And this is kind of the build that I do for all of my houses. Is I make a little roof like this, and then it's gonna have a skylight. And then we're basically gonna be coming in and out of this house constantly. And it's gonna be good when we're gonna be enjoying, but we gotta get a roof for it. We gotta get a nice big roof for it. Oh, whoa. That's perfect. That's what I like to see it. Puce de boulot. Damn, dude, I really gotta my French. I haven't done my French homework today. I need to do my French homework today. I really need to do my French homework. I need to do Duolingo. And I need to... What I do for French is I speak French to ChatGPT, which is great because I can practice for like 30 minutes to 40 minutes. And I'll just speak French to it for 30 or 40 minutes, and that's great. It's like so much fun. It's so fun to do that. Oh god. Alright. I guess we're just gonna die. Fuck, dude. This is really bad. This is really bad. This is really bad. Oh, this is really bad. This is really bad. I'm bringing it back to my house. I'm bringing it back to this area. Why did I do that? Okay. Nice, we're gonna go to sleep now. Whoa. Okay, I guess I tried to go to sleep at like 5 a.m. Didn't work. They wouldn't let me cheat. But that's okay. You can't always win. Sometimes you have to lose. That's probably the most important thing that I've realized, and I wish I realized it at a younger age, is that, and you know, in order to do anything, you basically have to open yourself up to failure. Open yourself up to the possibility of failure. And that's the only way that you can ever grow and succeed and change and learn, is by failure. by doing little things and failing, and it's not perfect, but you just want to make sure that your failures are not devastating, because some people, they fail in like a big way, and it's demoralizing, and that's destructive. That will destroy you. So you got to make sure that when you do fail, that it's not like an apocalyptic, hellish nightmare, basically. And it's actually, it's not so bad. But anyways, we gotta. I wonder, how about this? Do we put this one right over here? Yeah, that's fine. That looks okay. And we could put another one right there, and then we could just stack them up real high. We could stack them up real good. But this is going to be the first of many houses that Zippyjuice creates. Zippyjuice likes to create houses and then just kind of create meandering paths into new areas and environments and explore. But this is actually a really good spot because there's a water source and there's lots of space, and there are animals. So we can really enjoy this environment. There's a lot to enjoy in this environment and be grateful for. And this is a beautiful forest too. So we have this nice clearing, this beautiful clearing. And then we're gonna finish this house soon. I think we really got to finish this house soon because it's really, I think that needs to be my main priority. So I think, what are we doing? We got to make another axe. We got to make one, and then I guess 2 axes, and then we got to speed this process up a lot, because I can't. Okay, this is pretty cool. We got a new tree to cut down over here. Some trees I like to cut down, other trees I don't like to cut down, and this is one of those trees. I don't like cutting down the pines because sometimes the pines, they get too high. You have to they're not easy to harvest. They're not easily harvestable. And we're going to come back later and pick up the saplings for that pine. But for now, we got to find some more trees to cut down. I think we're going to cut down this tree right here. And then we'll see. I really got to get some more resources. I really got to get the mining going as well, so that we can get some steel or iron or whatever, iron ingots, fer. Je ne sais pas le mot. The ampere. Parfaitement. I really got to work on my French accent because I don't sound like a French person. I sound like like an American when I speak French. So I got to work on the French accent. But the French, I listen to French rap sometimes, like Orelsan. I listen to all sorts of music. I've been trying to listen to French songs to kind of absorb the musicality of the language. That's one thing that I really enjoyed about. That's probably like an underrated language learning method, is basically constantly listening to a language while you're studying it, just like 24/7 listening to like podcasts in your target language. And even if it's incomprehensible input, the point is to acclimate your ear to the sounds of the language. That's probably one of my top interests, is language learning. I love language learning. I think language learning is very profitable. It's a very profitable thing, and I think it's like really cool and sexy. I think that's probably why, because I've tied language learning in my mind to being like sexy and cool. And I think that's why I'm learning French ultimately, is because when somebody speaks multiple languages, people consider them to be like intelligent, sexy, and cool. So it increases your status as a person. So it's part of the looks, money, status triad. You should probably learn another language, because then you'll be considered cool. You'll probably be considered like a cool guy. And I just think about it. I mean, it's so impressive when you meet somebody and you're like, oh wow, so you speak multiple languages? That's so cool. You're so cool. You're such a cool person. You're so impressive. You're so sexy. I want to have sex with you. I want to have sexy children with you that will also speak multiple languages. especially in the United States. And I think French has a unique advantage because French is like this legacy prestige language, and women, they think, oh, French is so romantic. And I hate the sound of French. I don't like the sound of French. I think it's a stupid sounding language. I think it sounds really, 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 really dumb. Like, when people speak French, they just sound dumb. They sound so dumb. They don't sound intelligent. They don't sound like smart people when somebody speaks French. They sound unintelligent. They sound retarded. They don't sound smart. They don't sound like smart people. They sound like dumb people. When somebody is speaking French, they sound dumb, and it's a weird sounding, kind of stupid sounding language. It's not like a beautiful language. It's not like a beautiful language at all. It's a stupid language. It's a stupid language for stupid people, probably. It's probably for stupid people. When you're speaking French, your IQ is probably lowering. I don't really know any people that speak French that are like really intelligent. I can't really think of even one French-speaking person who I'm like, yeah, this person is like really smart. This person is like a literal genius. You know what I mean? I don't think of, but maybe it's because I don't understand French. I don't fully understand the language, and that's probably why. That's probably my problem, is that I haven't learned enough French. This is awesome, dude. This is so good. I'm so happy we're the birches are blooming. We have some blooming birches over here. A blooming birch. Oh, nice. And we're going to get even more saplings. We're going to get even more saplings. We're going to get rid of this one right here. I'm going to put that one there. And I like to place them 5 away, but it's not really necessary. We don't really need to do that. And we got to have a grove. Have a birch grove. And I like the birches because they're easy to maintain. But we have a kind of like a line of these pines. I guess I should probably cut down this pine. I hate cutting down the pines, though. They're so annoying. Such an annoying tree. I like it easy. I like it easy to manage and groom. Okay. So we're going to get this here. And we're so close. We're so close to building this roof. We're like a few steps away. I'm really hoping, has this one grown? No, it still hasn't grown. That's so annoying. We gotta, nope, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. We want this. And then we want this. No, that's not what I want. Oh, you know what? Do we want that? No, I already started it in this color, so we just have to suck it up. We just have to start sucking. When somebody wants something from me, I say, all right, time to start sucking. It's time for you to start sucking. You want this? All right, start sucking. Just kidding. I would never say that to somebody. I would never. It's sick. It's gross. And I don't like that. I'm not an enjoyer of the sucking. I just don't like it. Simple as. I just don't like a suck. It's gross. I'm more of a PIV man. I kind of prefer the PIV. We like a PIV. We don't like a suck. Because sucking is kind of... And you don't know where somebody's mouth has been. And you're going to put your most precious organ in somebody's mouth between their chompers. What if they bite down? What if they get scared and bite? It could be over for you in that moment. Could be really bad. I wonder how many men have had their wieners bitten off. It's possible that many men have had their wieners chomped and spit out. It's gross. Sick idea. Sick thing to think about. I don't even want to think about it. We have to cast these sorts of ideas out of our mind, because it's sick. It's evil. It's a sick and evil thing. I'm going to be getting coffee today with my with my former boss. And we're going to be enjoying the coffee greatly. The coffee is going to be great. That's probably one of my favorite parts of the week, is hanging out with my former boss and getting coffee with him. And I roleplay as his grandson. I like to roleplay as his grandson, and I'll say, "Grandpa, Grandpa." I've really been getting into the grandpa roleplay recently, into the grandson roleplay, really, because I'm roleplaying as the grandson, and that goes back to the point that I was making earlier, which is about Alexander Karp and his book, and or the book that he gives his employees is Improv. I really got to read that book, because I think every character that I can roleplay as is like a tool in my toolbox, and when I do that, it gives me strength, it gives me energy, it gives me power, it gives me like a secret power. And I think like a lot of guys would benefit from having this power of this ability to role play and to be silly and goofy and to just be like just be kind of like a silly, goofy version of themselves. I think many men would benefit from this, because when you're able to do that, you become flexible, you're able to explore and transform yourself and become, a better version of yourself. You're able to think about yourself in a different way and to see yourself in a different light and reflect on yourself. And so I think that might be one of the best things you can do for yourself, is learning how to play a different character, to play a different role. Because then that really becomes it's transformative. I think it can really transform you, and you can when you can do that, you can do anything. And I think that's kind of like the con man archetype. Like I think of Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio, and he's such a powerful character because he can improvise. He's improvisational. Like that's his core essential skill, is improvisation. It's not forgery. It's none of that. It's being able to improvise. It's being able to improvise on the fly and just pretend to be a different person. So that's probably the skill, that one of the soft skills that I should probably develop more, is improvisation, and just being silly and being funny, and being able to embody a different spirit and a different feeling of the world, a different understanding of the world. Wow, this is so horrific. Looking out over this cliff is like really stressing me out. It's making me stressed out. All right. And I'm sure at one point I'm going to be hanging out here, and I'm going to fall down into this cavernous cliff-like thing, and it's going to be really bad, and I'm not going to be enjoying myself. But okay, and the tree on this side still has not grown. Okay, so do we go for more? Yeah. Oh no, dude, come on, that's so annoying. All right, there we go, and then we do this. Yes. Holy moly. Okay, we got like 10 minutes here, because I wanted to I don't want to make these longer than like an hour, but we're making really good progress. I feel like recording this, it really makes me lock in and like focus on what's important in the game, because sometimes I'll spend who knows how long just doing random things, creating. I spend a lot of time trying to create like beautiful things in this game, and just like manicuring the environment to make it like feng shui, to make it like a feeling, to like change the way the environment makes you feel. Okay, and then we're gonna do this. Yeah, there it is, and then boom. Yo, that's awesome. This is so fucking great. I'm so happy I finished this. Okay, and the finishing touch is this. Nope. Yep, there it is. And then we got to do this. We We got to tear up these floorboards. We got to tear up the floorboards, and we got to make it look good. Because these floorboards are really, really, really bothering me. It's really making me, it's making me feel kind of crazy. It's making me feel kind of insane. It's making me feel like, you know, like I want to do bad things. I want to do bad things to these floorboards. I really am not feeling good when I see these floorboards. When I see floorboards like this, I don't feel good. I feel bad. I feel very negative about the world. I feel, you know, I don't like the dark floorboards. I like the dark door, but I don't like the dark floorboards. The dark floorboards are really upsetting to me. They're really upsetting to me. They make me emotionally unstable. They make me feel very negatively about the world. But when we have the oak floorboards, we're feeling good. We're feeling positive. We're feeling optimistic. We're feeling basically like we can kind of do anything. We're basically kind of feeling like we can do anything right now when we have when we have a good floorboard. We feel positive. We feel optimistic. And we're going to move this bed. And we're going to move the bed so that we wake up facing, we go to sleep, and then we wake up facing the rising sun. And I think that's probably like a good thing just in general, is to get, my friend was telling me that you need to get sunlight in your eyeballs like as soon as you wake up. I just recently reset my alarm. Okay, so we're going to do it right here, so that when we go to sleep, we're facing that way, I guess. I don't even know. It doesn't really matter. But look, this is awesome. This is so sick. Okay, now we got to replace the floor torches with wall torches. There we go. We like a good wall torch. We like it, but we like it torched. We like torch. We like torches. Okay, so this is pretty good. This is pretty nice. This is pretty good. This is a nice house. Now, it's not perfect, but it's the best that we got for the time being. Yeah, oh hell yeah. I like these dome structures. I like to create these sort of stone cobblestone dome structures like this. And then you go in and it's like a big, you know, it feels big. It feels like I have a lot of space. Like this is a big home. It's like a studio house. It's like a studio apartment. This is like a nice studio apartment, kind of. This is like a really nice, spacious studio apartment. We like a good studio apartment. So that's good. We're feeling good about this. I'm feeling really happy right now. I'm feeling like feeling very optimistic about this. This is looking pretty good. I'm feeling really good about this. I'm feeling really good about this house. So we're enjoying, and we like the chickens as well. Everything is looking pretty good. So yeah, I don't know what to do now. I think, so this is what I do. I'll make one house, and then once I make a house like this, we go and we make another house. We go and we make another house. So we just keep making houses like this, and I don't know if I should expand into the prairie region or if I should expand into the forest region. So rises in the east, sets in the west. So the west is the forest region, or the prairie region is to the east. So it sets in the west, so west, north, east, south. So the prairie region is in the northeast, whereas the forest region is in the west. Anyways, we gotta hop in this bed real quick before to save our point de réparation défini. Nice. This is so awesome, dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. This is great. This is beautiful. This is incredible. We got this guy's burning up over there. He's dying. That's amazing.